yes, poverty in America. I just find this kind of fearful for myself. I think it would end up happening to me. Homeless and sleeping in my truck. Oh, we got like a door there, I guess. I'll take it. Of course, I'm blocking the driveway. And what are the chances a car will have to leave or enter? There's a car right there. I gotta get some new shoes. Look at that. Bottom's coming off. You need to get Red Wing shoes. You need them. All helpful advice. I've been going to lately, they were good with the aluminum, but not so much anymore. No tripod. There is no tripod available. Just one of those times when no decent tripod can be found. That's okay. Hold on to the camera and attempt to do this one-handed here. Yeah, I definitely need new shoes. Whenever somebody's coming up like that, oh, I thought they were gonna go and try and beat me or something like that. You know, when you pull away from the curb, you have your signal on, they always step on the gas. Sheriff detected in the area. I just seen him drive by. Well, I don't see him down the street any longer. This looks like a police car up here. He's checking for people going too fast. This roadway right here is notorious for people speeding. Definitely going way under, well, not way under, but way under the speed limit. I'm going, well, I was until I got to the stop sign. I was going about 17 or 18 miles an hour, and the speed limit's 25. By the time I got to the intersection back there, I seen the sheriff go by before I had the camera going, and I looked down the street and he was already gone. So that means he took a duck down one of these side streets day, I was a hairbreadth away from getting a ticket. Okay, there was I mean, I was like a hairbreadth. I was like the cop probably had his finger on the switch for the lights on the roof, because in the 30 mile an hour zone, I reached a speed of 35 miles an hour. I know, people are like, whoa. No, well, I was going to continue increasing my speed and acceleration because I was going to show my frustration and anger on another motorist who was going at a speed just a few miles an hour under the limit, where it was just enough where you couldn't quite pass. I couldn't quite get to the right lane to make a turn, so this person was a corner hog for the third time at the third traffic light. I was going to set him straight and accelerate really hard in front and turn in front of him, like get in front and then slow down, and then make a slow turn, slow southern turn, like taking my time, I'm in no hurry, you know, that kind of turn. I was going to do that. I looked at my mirror one last time as I hit 35 miles an hour. I see a squad car right on my bumper, like 2 feet away. So I nonchalantly kept it at 35 miles an hour. I'm like, yeah, I was doing this all along, you know. And kept it at that until I put my turn signal on. At which time I then began to slow down a bit. And once I slowed down a bit, I completed my turn. And yeah, that's really exciting, isn't it? And then I feigned like I was checking garbage cans for garbage or scrap. But mainly I just wanted to get... You ever get to that moment where, you know, you got intercepted by a cop, but they didn't pull you over, but you almost you feel like you did get pulled over, because whatever it was you were doing warranted for getting pulled over. If you pushed it just a little bit more, you definitely would have got a ticket. Have you ever been there? Almost to the point of no return, but not quite that far. Just there at the hairbreadth away where not finding much. It's quite the struggle to find stuff on this really gloomy day. But I'm claiming the local high school, I think, is having homecoming this weekend, right? Either it's tonight or tomorrow, okay? And every year, no matter where I've lived, okay, whether it be Chicago or Oak Lawn or wherever it was, okay, or Joliet, whenever it's time for homecoming, okay, I noticed the police activity is really changed up. A few days before and a few days after, there you go, there's the sheriff. The sheriff nailed somebody. Yep, sure enough. So yeah, no, they yep. Sheriff got somebody. this area that's anywhere. That's like the whole area wide, everywhere. In the entire area. I mean, it's ramped up to the point where they give parking tickets. There's more patrols. I mean, it's like, wow. And I've got siblings and cousins and other relatives that are in, you know, in the police line of work. And I've asked them that off-the-wall question, and they look at me like I'm not of this planet. I'm like, man, I even say to them, I go, maybe it's just the way I'm phrasing the question. I go, why is there more police activity around the time of homecoming? And they're like, what? Like, they're like, what? To the point of like, not even, I think that they know, but they'll never tell. So it's only up to me to wonder and guess. But yeah. So I've lived enough years on this planet to be able to assemble for myself a pattern, alright? And after all these years of being on this planet, I've discovered many different patterns. And one of the patterns is I personally stand a much higher risk of getting pulled over or something happening during the time of homecoming. You know, maybe the few days or the week before, and then maybe several days after. But I also do notice that the larger of a vehicle I drive, alright, the less likely I am to be pulled over, alright? So, this doesn't make sense to anybody, alright? So, let's suppose I'm driving this big Chevy Impala from like the 1980s or something, or like the early 1990s. Statistically, with myself, I have a greater chance of being pulled over for nonsense driving that car as I do driving, let's say, a Honda Civic, okay, which I've owned, or a Toyota Corolla, which I've owned, okay. Way higher chance of getting pulled. No, in these cars, the Honda or the Toyota are in no better or worse shape than the Chevy Impala, okay? And driving a scrap pickup truck, I'm even less likely to be pulled over. Like, if I did that kind of shenanigans I was talking about earlier, you know, going 35 miles an hour and like checking the mirror one more time and there's a squad car right on my bumper. If I was driving like a little Honda, you know, Civic or a Toyota Corolla or something, I would have been nailed right there. I would have been pulled over for sure. Without question, I would have been pulled over. Maybe not given the ticket, but like, hey man, what's going on? You know, and then they look through your registration and your insurance and all that stuff, and they'll let you go. But yeah, as a warning to myself, okay, I'm just sharing it with the YouTube video crap and boring the hell out of you guys. The real life, you know, or at least my life, like getting pulled over and the chances of getting pulled over. How high are they? So, oftentimes, like when I'm driving around, man, I drive under the speed limit, at the speed limit, or a little less. That's just about any car. Well, the only place you could get a little bit sloppy with the speed would be the highway. Alright? Not that the state police are slacking. It's just there's so many cars on the expressway that it's easy to get away with speeding. Like, you know, going not big speeding, little speeding, like 10 or 15 miles an hour over the limit. On the highway is a lot easier to get away with than going 10 or 15 miles an hour over the limit in a 25 zone or a 30 zone like this, right? Like if I was going 15 miles an hour over 25 miles an hour, that would be 40 miles an hour. For sure I would get pulled over, okay? And even going 10 over, I'd be going 35. So for sure I would probably get nailed. But on the expressway, if you go like 10 or 15 over, it's like nothing. There's still BMWs and Mustangs and stuff, you know, zipping right past you. They're going 90, 95. The other day I had a BMW 7 Series, probably going about 130. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. It had to be going 130 miles an hour because I felt like it was parked on the highway. It was going so fast. I'm like, where's this guy going in such a grand hurry? Here's some aluminum or something. Maybe it's steel. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, but Mustangs like that just zipping right past like it's nothing. Until you get up on it, sometimes metal's hard to tell what it is, but once it's in your hand and you're using your ear, you guys can tell what it is. I'm dragging it on purpose. What is it? Steel or aluminum? I'll let you figure it out. And with that, I think I'm going to yap later on this gloomy day.